Oscar November 4ISS. This is Oscar Romeo 4ISS. How do you read? Oscar November 4ISS. This is Oscar Romeo 4ISS. How do you read? Oscar November 4ISS, this is Oscar Romeo 4ISS, how do you read? Okay, Oscar November 4 India Sierra Sierra, this is Oscar Romeo 4 India Sierra Sierra. I have you loud and clear. Yes, I am ready. Yes, Timothy. I have met several of the astronauts like John Glenn, John Young, Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and Alan Bean. They are truly my heroes. Over. Bella, when I saw the Apollo 11 lunar landing when I was 5 years old, I had strong longing for flying in space, and it led me to my career as an astronaut. Over. Emily, it's a great question. It is full of stars. Almost vacuum outside here, outside of the International Space Station. Over. Matthew, I was an aircraft structural engineer before I was selected as an astronaut. Over. Colin, good questions. It is not scary, as we are all trained to cope with any problems that we may encounter when we live and work in space. Over. Kennedy, that's a great question. On weekends, we sometimes watch movies together, and we also have competition of how far we can fly through the International Space Station interior without touching anywhere. That's a very fun competition in microgravity. Over. Yeah, Brody, great question. We are now growing tomatoes here, and this time we can eat some of the harvested tomatoes. And I am so looking forward to tasting the space-grown tomatoes for the first time. Over. Ansley, we are scheduled to stay until the beginning of March. Since we launched in October, our flights will be about 5 months. Over. Tyson, we have solar arrays on the ISS. And we recently installed 2 new solar arrays on the ISS with spacewalks. These new solar arrays will provide about 20 to 30% increase in the power for space station research and operations. Over. Hey, that's a great question. We have a variety of duties as astronauts on the ground. We work in the Mission Control Center as CAPCOM to support the ISS real-time operation. We also support the development work for new spacecraft and new systems, utilizing our experience of working in space. Over. great question. We exercise for about 2 hours every day, and we do two kinds of exercise, the resistance exercise and the aerobic exercise, using a cycloergometer and treadmill. Over. Okay, that's a great question, Drew. This is my 5th space flight. I flew in space 80 years ago, and it seems to me that my body remembered how to react in zero gravity. It's like a bicycle ride. Even if you do not ride in a bike for a while, your body remembers how to balance on the bicycle. Over. Yeah, Brody, I really enjoyed working on experiments with the robots, such as talking with a small robot in space and testing control of free flyer robots inside of the space station. It is so exciting to watch robots flying on their own. Over. Yeah, Hensley, I really liked PE class and science classes. I learned a lot in elementary school. Not only the PE and science, everything I learned at school really helped me to learn more in school and eventually helped me become an astronaut. Over. Yes, that's a great question. Toughest thing is to be separated from a family for many months, and the best thing is to be able to work with my great crewmates every day in Over. Yeah, May, for spacewalk, to work outside of the space station, we need to wear a spacesuit. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to put it on, and it is a great spacesuit that has life support systems such as oxygen supply, CO2 removal, and the temperature control. It is really like a small spacecraft. Over. Yeah, we encountered several problems, but on my second space flight on the space shuttle, we had electrical power short, and I lost the computer for robotics operation. We needed to connect to a different electrical power source and replace the computer with the help of the Mission Control Center in Houston. Over. Yeah, Drew, great question. We are doing a variety of experiments. For example, today I worked on a water recycle system experiment in order to develop a new system for future space exploration to the moon and Mars. Over. Yeah, Timothy, we can see hurricanes and typhoons and also tropical storms very well from the space station. We can also see northern lights or aurora borealis. It's so beautiful. Over. Well, good question. I really like to take a warm bath and relax. In space, we can use less than a gallon of water per person per day, including the water we drink. So we do not have enough water to take a shower or bath. So I really dream of taking a hot bath sometime. Over.